Hi everyone, welcome back to the Torok channel. So today we're gonna talk about this LTD EC 256 that I bought some 2 years ago. If you haven't watched the review video I have made about this guitar when I bought it, well, the link is gonna be up there. And well, since it's 2 years since I have bought and played this guitar, I thought it was a good moment to talk about it again and tell you how it feels, how it still plays, what are the things I have noticed while playing it during those 2 years. And so, well, let's first start with the demo in the mix. It's gonna be a bit different from what I had done back in the days. I have changed the tuning. I am in drop C sharp. I have changed my rig. I'm using my PRS MT-15 for pretty much everything that comes with cane. And so, well, let's listen to this demo. Here we go. Okay, so what you've just heard is this LTD EC256, and of course, I'm going to tell you everything I have noticed about it for the past 2 years, but just before we go there, I would like to ask you to subscribe to this channel if it's not already done. I'm trying to reach to 5,000 subs, so please help me if you have not subscribed yet, and if you enjoy my content. Of course, you can leave thumbs up and comments, so that's gonna boost the channel a tiny bit more. Share the video on social so more people come and visit the channel. And if you order anything from my partner Thomann, this guitar that does exist in several different colors and for lefties as well, or anything else of course, please use my partner link that's gonna be in the description down below. You have to know that when you click my link, you are on the German page of Thomann, so if you don't speak German, you just have to click on the German flag on top right, choose your own flag, click save, and there you are. Now if you want to make 100% sure that you are really on my partner page and nowhere else, you can use my second link that's in the video description. It's gonna lead you to a list of highly recommended gear, recommended by me of course. There you will see my banner, my logo, and you are 100% sure that you are really on my partner page. Talking about Thomann, tomorrow something is gonna start on Thomann. I'm gonna make a dedicated video about it, so stay tuned to the Torok channel if you want to know more about it. Okay, so what has happened in 2 years? Well, first, this guitar is still, of course, very well balanced, and that's something really good. It's 3.3 kilogram, it's not body heavy, it doesn't have neck dive. It's really very interesting to play, very light, so you can play for several hours. The tuners are generally according to my luthier, LTD tuners are made by Goto, so you've got something very good. I haven't changed the nut. It's so an ABS plastic nut. It's really not the worst I have seen. The tuning stability is not perfect, but it's really very interesting, and I mean it's good enough for my habits of playing. What I mean is, I don't have to check my tuning every 10 or 15 minutes. I know it's going to be okay. But after recording for 1 hour or 1 hour and a half, I generally check up if nothing has moved. And in general, it has moved a tiny bit, not even a quarter tone, something like that. I mean, it's something I would not hear if I didn't check out, but it's something that could be heard in the recording in time, because you know how it works when you do record something. So better check it out, and when you come back to this guitar the day after, again better check it out, because it might have moved a little bit, but really it's nothing bad, and it's really much better for an ABS plastic nut than one I have seen on other guitars. The neck, you've still got, of course, the thin U-shaped neck by LTD, so that's 20 millimeters here, 22 on the 12th fret. Very nice, very smooth neck. The glossy finish is not sticky at all, and I can really tell you it's not, because it's pretty hot these days out there, and I have had no problem playing. The main downside of this guitar is this really pretty massive neck heel. Pretty much the same as you would find on Gibson or Epiphone, or at least most Gibson. Some Epiphone don't have this problem anymore. But okay, if you want to go to the 22nd fret, it's really way complicated. And if you want to touch this note, better do a bend than a slide, because it's gonna make things more easy. And of course, if you want to go to the 22nd fret on the low E, well, good luck. Okay, the toggle is still working very well with no peroxide move, really fine. The pots, even though I'm not sure they're my favorite in terms of aesthetics, they still work, including split functionalities that I'm using quite often, to be honest. The bridge and tailpiece haven't moved. This guitar really is coming with absolutely no bad surprise in 2 years. I've always been satisfied with it every time I had to play it. Of course, I take care of my guitars. I mean, I change the strings as often as I need to. In general, 6 or 8 months is really the max I'm asking to my daughter use strings. I oil the fretboard, I clean the guitar as often as I need to. And doing this, well, this guitar still works really well. And now we're gonna listen to this guitar played alone, and I'm gonna talk to you about what I feel about the pickups. So what you're gonna hear, the guitar played in high gain and clean with the 6 different positions that are allowed by the split function. So here we go. Okay, so what about those pickups? Well, as you have heard, they're not bad at all. They're versatile, thanks to the split functionality. You have probably noticed that you're losing a lot of output when you move from the humbucker to the split. I guess more than if you didn't have a metal cover on the pickups. That's something you have to keep in mind. Another thing you have to know about those pickups is they have less output than the same pickups with open coils. Not a problem for me because my PRS MT-15's got tons and tons of gain, so you don't hear it. But if you don't have the same amp and if you don't have the same amount of gain, you might be surprised that those ones with the same setup and so on have less output than the same pickups with open coils. So keep in mind that this guitar does exist in different colors, and according to the color you're going to choose, you might have those metal cover, or you might have open coils. Now the metal cover have something different in terms of tone. You've got less high end, you've got something a bit more less polish, and to be honest, I enjoy a lot the tone of the clean with the neck humbucker and the middle position. I don't hate, of course, the tone I have on high gain with the bridge, but as far as this tone is concerned, if I want really something very aggressive, I'd go for another guitar than this one. Okay, just keep that in mind. So maybe you're wondering why I haven't changed these pickups. Well, two reasons for this. First, I didn't want to go for some pickups with black open coils because the aesthetic of this guitar really suits me very well as such, and I really wanted to keep it. So I didn't want to go for some brave new pickups I would have bought on retail. I was searching for a Seymour Duncan distortion and a Seymour Duncan jazz. I thought I could find some on the used market, but I really have failed. I could never find it on the used market. So, well, since I had this tone in my mind and I didn't want anything else, I have decided to keep those pickups as such. And that also is the reason why I haven't changed the nut, because if I had changed the pickups, I would have given the job to my decider and I would have asked him to change the nut in the same time, but okay. Now, well, what about this guitar after 2 years of playing? Well, I'm really still happy with it because it's really a trustworthy guitar. I mean, it's the kind of guitar you can take any moment, whatever you want to do, it's gonna follow you. I can play clean, I can play crunch, even though I'm not doing this very often. I can really play everything I want with this guitar. It's gonna be okay. Maybe it's not gonna be the best on every genre, but it's gonna follow me if I go for some thrash metal, from some heavy metal, for some metalcore, for some death metal. It's gonna be with me, it's gonna follow me, and that's really something very interesting in terms of guitar. So yeah, it's really, I'm still happy with this guitar. It's not the best for high gain tone. I think it's one of the best I have at home for clean tones. It's still reliable, it's still okay, and in 10 or 15 years it will still work, I'm pretty sure with that, because for the price, 519 euros, you've got either a very good and versatile instrument to play, or a super good basis for mod projects. And I know that many people are changing those pickups for some EMG, for some Seymour Duncan, for some DiMaggio, whatever. But really, you've got some good wood, you've got some good hardware, and really it's a very good choice. More expensive than what you would find on Harley Benton or maybe on some low-end Epiphones, but really a trustworthy guitar. Okay, well, I think I've said it all, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching and see you next time for the next video.